Thanks for watching Doing Life with Jenny. If you are new here, I am currently a Spanish teacher in the US, but I am soon moving to Mexico to the state of Hidalgo. A few videos ago, we talked about my plans for 2023 and how I might move up my move date to Mexico from 2024 to 2023. I have made an official decision, so this is what today's video is all about. So my original plan was to move summer of 2024, but doing some loose calculations, I'm like, wait, I think it's possible for me to go in 2023, and also I'm just drained. As you know, I have 4 jobs, but that has like nothing to do with it. I have fibromyalgia, so it doesn't matter if I have 1 job, if I have 20 jobs, if I sleep, if I don't sleep, I'm always just drained, low energy, tired most of the time. But once I started thinking and doing more calculations, I realized it wasn't going to be possible to move this year without making some big sacrifices. So let me go into some detail here. When I was doing those loose calculations, I was mostly just looking at like the cost of living, and I forgot about some other expenses, such as like, hello Jenny, still have to pay for the construction of my house. We're still within budget, but it felt like I had paid almost all of it and I owe a little bit more than I realized. Also, I'm still going to owe the lawyer a little bit more for this land dispute to be resolved. I will have to pay to renew my visa at the end of May. That will be an extra trip I have to take there. I'll have to make a trip to sign the deed for my land and house. Recently, I also had to finish paying for the sewer lines to be put in my neighborhood, and coming up, they'll be paving the street, which I'll also have to pitch in for. Yeah, the city will do that and pay for it, but that's on Mexican time. So who knows how long it will take for them to complete it. So the neighbors and I are all pitching in together to get it done now so we can live like comfortably. Also, the point of moving to Mexico is to retire early. If I were to bump up the move to this year, I would have to work quite a bit when in Mexico. Also, I was starting to get a little stressed out because there would be so much to get done between now and heading down there in like May or June. It would have been possible to get it all done, but again, I would be very stressed out and it's just not worth it. It's better to do things calmly, make sure I don't make some huge mistake. Those things include like setting up a virtual mailbox, establishing residency in Texas because they don't have income tax. Just lots of little piddly things like that. I think one of the biggest factors in maintaining the original move date, summer of 2024, was not having to give up some other plans I have. I mentioned in that 2023 video that I want to go to Israel and Italy. If you've been around a while, you know I take Italian and Hebrew lessons. So I have booked a trip to Israel for this June. So kind of here's my new timeline. Sometime in February or March, I'll have to go to Mexico to sign the deed. End of May, I have to go down to renew my visa. June, go to Israel for 10 days, not including the flight days. Like I'll actually be there for 10 days. And I get a surprise trip to Madrid, Spain, because I have a long layover there. I'll be arriving to Madrid at 4 in the evening, and then my flight to Israel doesn't leave until 11 a.m. the next day, so I'll have a nice evening to explore Madrid for a little bit. Then after Israel, I will come and pick up these lovely beagles, Lola and Ruthie, and then we'll drive on down to Mexico. Hopefully the house will be finished. If not, it was only $50 a month to rent a room there. But we'll just kind of get settled, set up anything we still need, like a phone number for Mexico, a bank account if I don't have time to do that while I'm renewing my visa, all of that piddly stuff. I'll come back and teach for 1 more year, and then we'll head down for good in May of 2024. I'm not bummed that I have to keep the original move date. Like, I was trying to be realistic and realize it might not happen. Like, you never know what kind of emergency might pop up. So I'm happy. Like, it's working out well. I still get to do the plans that I wanted to do. Oh yeah, one of the plans was to go to Chicago, so I'm still going to be able to do that. I'm gonna eat some good vegan food, watch a Chicago Bulls game. Otherwise, if I had moved this year, I would have had to give all of that up. But I'm fine just being a little patient. Luckily, I have a good group of students this year. The parents have been respectful this year, so it's fine. is not ideal when the alarm clock goes off at 6 in the morning, but it's fine. I do love my job. I do love teaching. I was excited for the new chapter in my life, but hey, it will happen when it happens. So we're keeping to the original game plan. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you would like to continue and follow me in my journey in moving from the US to Mexico, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Ciao!